Welcome to Thursday Picks. Perfect record yesterday, so sit down, grab your popcorn, and grab your notebook. We have some pretty solid friction in terms of matchups going on, and what I mean by that is the players' compatibility to have a great matchup exists in both showdowns tomorrow. You're about to witness some great ball striking from Casper Ruud and Block, and Capoli, he just off Z last week in Barcelona. So, sit down, grab your notebooks. Do I think it's going to happen again with Z and Kaboli? I don't know. Do you think the chicken's going to cross the road twice? I'm not sure. But we can talk about it in a few fucking minutes. So now let's just listen up. Do you think either money line is safe tomorrow? Especially when you're betting. I don't. We're talking about a sport where the greatest of all time only won 57% of his points. So let's just start there, all right? Let's just take a break before we shoot on a money line and stake your shit. Just chill out. Casper Ruud versus Block X. Right now, Block X is serving like he's a madman. Simply that is going to keep him in the match against Casper. And if he can continue to deliver the 1-2 punch like he did against Cerundolo, we have to. It's going to be very tough for Casper tomorrow. But we also have to take into account this. Casper Ruud is playing some of his best tennis since last year. So the safe play here is, I will give it out. What you're going to do is you're going to take the block spread at 5.5 points. You're also going to loop that in with the over at 19.5 games. This is going to get you a line of 270. This is a 2-unit play. Towards the end of the tournament, you got to realize, guys, it's slim pickings. The margins are just so thin. Cramming it all into one slip is really where you get cooked. If I give you $100 stock today, and I told you it was going to be $140 tomorrow, all of you would fucking take it. But this is where sports bettors get greedy. You see what I mean? You can't go for home runs all the time. It's not going to work, and that's how you fucking blow your bankroll. So just chill out before you rush to money lines at the end of tournaments. It's not fucking smart. The margins are too thin. It's just not advisable, and that's why you're fucking on this channel, to watch the GOAT. No, I'm just kidding. But watch someone who knows what he's doing, and he's been on tour with in the golden era with 2 top 30 players. Anyways, moving along. This is an even trickier match just because we just saw the proof of it last week. But does that mean the chicken is going to cross the road again? Kaboli versus Z. Let's get into it. Now, would I bet that Kaboli is going to win again? Maybe not. But before we do so, let's break this down just because this honestly is a conundrum of a match. Right now, Flavio Kaboli, since Mexico, has arguably been on an upward trend since then. And it's just like he's playing the best match tennis in terms of a streak on the tour of his life. He hasn't played this good for this long in a long-ass time. We haven't seen it. And I'm not going to credit it to the Halt tattoo. It just doesn't make fucking sense. Now, Zverev beating Mensik sounds better than it is, actually, because you got to realize Mensik hasn't played a tournament since Miami. This is his first time on the dirt. So that win's a little bit inflated. So stepping onto the court with Flavio tomorrow will be like stepping onto the court with a Clay Merchant. A Clay Merchant who just beat a top 5 clay player on tour in Francisco Cerundolo. So let's get into the call cautiously because this is... Look at the cops are outside right now. I don't know if you can hear that on the mic. Anyways, let's get into the call here because this is really tricky. Always at the end of the tournaments are tricky, but here we go. We're going to take the over at 20.5 games, and then we're going to take Flavio to cover a 4.5 or 5.5 point spread, depending on your risk. I think the 5.5 is a lock. 4.5 is a little bit more risky. You see, you got to realize all data points allude to this match going in Kaboli's favor, which is really crazy for all of us to think. It's very hard for us to see. But if you look, which player has improved their forehand and has continued to go after it, and which player is still living off a first serve percentage of 70% coupled with the top 3 backhand, which is fine on the hard stuff. But right now we're on the red dirt, and Kaboli's on an upward trend, and Zverev's been like this. So it's very hard to... this is what you got to realize. Me and you both know which one is more effective on the quicksand in the sense of between Kaboli and Zverev. What play style has looked better to the eye in the last month and a half? Just look at Kaboli's results. They're great. Especially, it's just hard. You guys got to be very careful with prediction markets. That being said, I have another lotto ticket for you guys. The last video got 10 likes. So if this one gets 20 likes, I'm going to let one more person in for free. And then the next person with a discounted price. Again, we had a few members join yesterday. It's great. Welcome them to the Super Tennis Discord. A family growing from around the world, America, Europe, Australia, Ireland, the list goes on. So you got to realize this Discord is, we're going to give you the 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to plug in the 4, 5, 6. Let's look at the stats today. Just let's see what we're looking with on how the stats played out today. Like Sinner, 6 aces. For Jodai, I played 4 aces. I mean, I knew it was going to be close. I knew that the slipper was going to fall off Rafael Jodar's foot. It's just like, it was too good to be true. And then Phil's handled fucking business, as we knew. All calls yesterday hit, 2 for 2, and I believe we're 30 for 12 on the month, which is ridiculous. Look at this. Yeah, see, Arthur Phils isn't serving too big, but he's winning 70% of his first serve points. This is huge on clay. 86% of first serve points won, 63% of second serve points won, and then Jiri served 6 aces, 0 double faults, and he didn't. That just goes to show you right now, if you're looking at who's going to in line to win a Grand Slam next, it's Arthur Phils. That being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, which will most likely be Rome. I'm not going to make any calls on the final. If you want to get into the Discord, the information is in the description below. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
This is the tennis show you didn't know you needed. We decode the players, we expose what actually wins matches, and we do it in a way nobody else dares to do. If you want hype, if you want honesty, if you want the deepest tennis brain in the game, you're in the right place. Welcome.
Fuck your hoe, cause she like that. Yeah, bitch, fat ass, pretty, I might wife that. Niggas swear